Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for tuning in with us today, December 3rd. This is your COVID-19 update. Myself, Andrea Matus, the Tribal Emergency Manager, is here today. Dr. Renteria is with us from the PYT Tribal Health Department. Mr. Mavis is here from our Tribal IT Department, and Councilwoman Mrs. Gonzales. And we'll all be sharing some information for you today. I'd like to start off with the statistics for the Tucson area. As of November 24th, 2020, we have from all sources in our area here, which is PYT Tribal Health Services Division, Pima County, the state, and then our other SIP-Med, our other testing partners. We have 770 positive cases. We have 12 confirmed deaths. And from the PYT Tribal Health Services Division, testing completed between March 23rd, 2020 to November 24th, 2020, we have had 6,239 negative cases, and we have had, just from their area, 388 positives. And this gives us 28 positives since our last report. Our recovered cases are 575. And from the Guadalupe area, reporting date of December 2nd, 2020. And these are from sources, the PYT Health Services Division up in Guadalupe, Maricopa County, the state, and Phoenix Indian Medical Center. And this is tribal and non-tribal members. In the Guadalupe area, we have 924 positive cases, and we have 18 confirmed deaths there. And from the PYT Tribal Health Services Testing Division, just from that testing site in Guadalupe, from May 11th, 2020 to November 28th, 2020, we have 220 positive cases. And we don't have any information on recovered cases from up in the Guadalupe area. One other thing I'd like to remind everybody of is that we still have a COVID testing available, and right now it's running Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 at the Albert V. Garcia testing site with a lunch break between 12 and 1. So we have the rapid test there. So please, if you feel you've been exposed or your family members have, or if you haven't been tested yet and you're not feeling well or you're just concerned, please don't hesitate to go get tested. We urge all our tribal members and all our tribal employees to please go get tested. And that's all I have for you now. And now Mrs. Gonzales will give you a little bit of information on the CARES Act funding.
Hello, yes, I'm Chaniabu. We just wanted to give you an update on the CARES applications that adult social services was taking. The deadline to submit an application did end on November 30th, so that is currently closed, but there are a significant amount of applications that are still open. So if you applied before November 30th, please follow up with adult social services. They will continue to work on those applications and try to close them up and provide any assistance possible until the end of December. So there's not a lot of time left to complete those applications, so please do so. Follow up. Adult social services will be able to help you and assist you in that process, whether documentation is needed or there's any questions that need to be answered. So again, if you submitted an application, please do follow up with adult social services. In addition to that, I just wanted to remind everyone to be safe, be well, and continue. I really encourage you all to take advantage of the testing opportunities that we have here with the tribe and also at the auditorium, but also within our health department. So thank you, and don't forget to get your flu shot if you haven't already.
Thank you, Mrs. Gonzales. Okay, now Mr. Mavis will speak to you about the new tribal Wi-Fi network, a project that he and his staff and the incident management team and tribal council, everybody's working on to help disseminate not only COVID information, but other relative information that you will need. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Matus. Thank you for the invitation to be here today and talk about this project. As Mr. Matus mentioned, this is a wireless broadband system that is being implemented on the reservation. It basically means high-speed internet to all the residences. The primary goal of this is remote access for education and for work, although this is internet as you would get from anybody else. One of the things that we do want to mention is that this is tribally owned. This is being implemented by the tribe and owned by the tribe and operated by the tribe. And we are installing this rather quickly. The installation schedule is planned to start next week, and during December. And what the installation consists of is a small antenna outside the residence, the building, and a Wi-Fi modem inside, like any other regular internet service that you would receive, except again, this is part of the tribe's network. You would have received, if you haven't seen it, this is one of the flyers that have been handed out or mailed to you. This flyer has a lot of information is valuable that I'll talk about here right now, but it details what it is and how it's going to work, and any frequently asked questions you may have on it. We are starting to call, or we're working with a company, the installer is called Native Network, and they are scheduling the installations with you. So one of the things they've been finding is that they've been calling and people believe that they're telemarketers. And that's understandable because we've been getting a lot of phone calls recently from different scams. So one thing I want to share is that you will see a number, the number that's shown in the flyer, 833-364-0593, or caller ID may show PYT support. Please don't hang up. It is important that to get the service installed in your residence, in your home for you, that they confirm, they want to confirm your address and your name. They go through the phone, and they may even ask you for an email address so they can communicate with you this way. And one of the goals, because this is trying to install this so quick, is to have all the installs in batches by streets or by areas, so they can have the installers come in and work that street in 1 or 2 days and get those done. Like I said, they're starting in December 8th is what they want to do. For those of you who are renting from the tribe, you don't have to ask for the service. It will be automatically installed, someone like a utility. And they will be contacting you just to schedule a date and time that works for you. If you're a homeowner, they'll also try to contact you, but if you want to get on the list, feel free to call that number that's on the flyer and schedule your install. And they'll put you on the list to get installed. We are here today because we're working closely with the incident management team to make sure that your safety and your health are also maintained. So we're working in tandem. So before anyone goes to your home, that address will be validated and verified by the team to make sure that we can go, and then we'll proceed with the schedule. All the installers, everyone working, is getting tested every 2 weeks for COVID to make sure we follow those procedures as well. Likewise, they will have 2 badges on them. One is a company badge with their picture, and another one is the tribe badge showing that they're a visitor and guest. If you have concerns, please, by all means, you can call the tribe. Call in and ask, is this really valid? But they should have both badges with them at all times. Any other questions for this? Again, call the number on the flyer, 833-364-0593, and they can answer even more questions. This is a very important project. We don't have to rely on an outside vendor to provide internet services because this is being owned and installed and managed by us for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mavis.
You're welcome.
Dr. Renteria?
Yeah, buenas tardes, good afternoon, thanks for tuning in again. I'm just going to give you just a brief update on the vaccine situation in the tribe. There's been a lot of information in the news, so I've been getting questions, so I thought I would just let you know what we know. We don't know a whole lot yet, but there are 2 options of getting the vaccines. There's 2 that will probably be available by the end of December, maybe early January. One is the Pfizer vaccine, the other one is called the Moderna vaccine. The options are to go into the state or going through the health service. We have decided, well, the request we have made is that we want to go through the health service, and we're going to choose the Moderna vaccine because it's easier to store and easier to give. We have made a request for a certain amount of doses, but the reality is we don't know what we're going to get until NA Health Service actually sends us whatever we got and we open the box. So once we get that, the earliest might be in 3 weeks, but it's going to be more likely 4 to 5 weeks from now. We have a plan of who we're going to prioritize to give that vaccine. The vaccine is totally voluntary, including for employees, because it's under the emergency use order. So that's all I have for you right now. As we have more information, we'll publicize it through this and the radio. I know right now the biggest question I'm getting is from community members saying, well, am I going to get it first, or is it just, health and employee people? The phase 1 is first responders, which is fire, police, and emergency personnel, and health folks like nurses, doctors. Okay, that's the first phase. And because it's the first phase, a limited amount of doses, we're not going to get very many. The second phase for more community folks will be probably happening more in March and April. If you have any questions, you can call us at the health department, and I'll be happy to continue to answer more. But we'll give you bulletins through here. But that's all we have for you on the vaccine for right now.
Thank you, Dr. Renteria. I'd also like to remind everybody about our mass messaging system. If you could text PY to 888-777 and then opt in, you'll receive a lot of this information that we have here, the flyers and the details about all the programs that we're working on. With additional information, you can receive it by opting in on that text messaging system. One other thing I'd like to mention is that up in the Guadalupe area, they're going to have some free COVID self-swab testing. It'll be a drive-through setup from December 8th. Well, I have December 8th and December 12th from 8 to 4 p.m., Tuesday through Saturday. It's a site next to the Pascual-Yaqui Tribal Health Department building, 9405 South Avenida del Yaqui, Guadalupe 85283. And appointments are required, so please register at https://bitlypytreg. So this is also going to be posted on that mass messaging system, and so please opt in. Just text PY Tribe to 888-777 and opt in, and you'll see the flyer as well as a lot of this other information that we've all just discussed with you. And once again, we want to emphasize, please remember washing your hands, social distancing, and wearing your face mask, and really try to reduce the number of gatherings that you're having or that you're going to, because the spread is just steadily increasing across the state, the county, and here in our community. So the only way we can stop it is all of us to take a proactive approach to it, and to have some personal responsibility for our actions, and not spread COVID. So we as a panel and as tribal council and all our employees and workers here ask you to please help us mitigate and prevent the spread of COVID-19. So thank you once again for tuning in. We appreciate you being here with us. Thank you.